Welcome to the College Credit Plus information session presented by Northwest State Community College. What is College Credit Plus? College Credit Plus, also known as CCP, is Ohio's dual credit program for students in grades 7 through 12. In CCP, students can earn both high school and college credits at the same time. Students enroll in college courses and adhere to the requirements of the college. To be eligible, students must complete an assessment exam and be determined eligible for CCP. This could be the ACT, SAT, or AccuPlacer assessment. The AccuPlacer is similar to the ACT. It tests students in reading, writing, and math, and Northwest State offers the AccuPlacer on their campus. Students may apply to any public college or any participating private college. Students can apply to multiple institutions, and you must be an Ohio resident to be eligible. Students may choose from a variety of college-level courses. You have to be determined eligible for a specific course. For example, if a course has a prereq, you must meet the prereq. Students can earn both high school and college credits at the same time. For example, if a student is taking Comp 1, not only will that be a college credit on their transcript, but it also will count as a high school English course. One 3-credit hour course equals one high school unit. Students must successfully complete the course in order to earn the credit, so you must pass the class. Again, like we said, students earn both high school and college credits at the same time. There's no cost to CCP students as long as you pass the course. If you do not pass, you will be charged for the course. All courses are taught by qualified college instructors. College Credit Plus students have access to all the Northwest State student academic support services, such as the Success Center, tutoring, even our workout facility. Students are treated just the same as a college student. At Northwest State, instructors won't know if you are a high school student or if you are a college student, so you're treated exactly the same. Student athletes, please see your high school guidance counselor to make sure you are meeting all of your high school requirements. Classes can be taken on campus, online, or at the high school if applicable. We will get into that in a little bit. Classes are transferable to most in-state institutions. Private or out-of-state colleges can be a little tricky with transferring, but there is still that option to transfer credits. After graduation, students can choose to complete their associate degree at Northwest State or transfer their credits to a 4-year college or university of their choice. So what's the difference between high school and college? High school has a very structured environment. You start school at 8 o'clock, you end at 3. You go from class to class to class with your classmates. But at college, you manage your own time. You may have a day where you have only one class that lasts 2 hours, and then the rest of your day is free. So it's really up to you as a student to be responsible and make sure you're getting your work done during your free time. In high school, you have a lot of parent and teacher involvement. If you're struggling in a class, your parent can email your teacher and see what's going on and how they can help. But in college, it's all about the student's responsibility. The parents are not allowed to contact instructors due to FERPA. Students are protected under FERPA, so students need to be responsible and contact instructors if they are struggling. In high school, a lot of time homework counts. There's lots of completion grades. If you're trying your best, you may get credit for an assignment. But in college, a lot of times you may only have 2 tests throughout the whole semester in your class, and that may be your only grade in the class. So it's really important to focus on your work and do your best. In high school, you have very minimal outside work. Yes, we understand you do have homework, but in college it's a lot different. In college, you may be required to come to class having read 2 chapters for the class and be expected to understand that material, where in high school, you may go over that material in class. And in college, finally, content may be of mature level, so be aware of that. Other considerations: in college, you're responsible for getting to and from campus. So if you can't drive yet, be aware that you will need to have someone drive you there, whether it be a parent, family friend, something like that. But it's your responsibility to get to class. How might this affect your GPA and class rank? So again, these are real college classes. If you fail a class, then that's going to go right into your high school GPA as well as on your college transcript. It's not a trial college class, it's a real college class, and it will follow you as long forever. But on the flip side, if you do well, it could boost your GPA. It could start out your college transcript great. In college, we rarely close, so just be aware that if your high school has a 2-hour delay or even a closing, you're probably still going to be expected to show up in your college class. Be aware that if your high school is requiring end of course exams for graduation, you'll still be required to take those even if you're not taking your English or your science or your math course at the high school. Students are not allowed to take remedial or religious courses in CCP. And yes, there are consequences for underperforming students, and we will go over that in a little bit. So what kind of learner are you? There's a few different options of styles of courses for students to take in CCP. You can do your traditional on-campus face-to-face class. There are online classes available where you would never have to come to campus. And then hybrid is kind of the best of both worlds. You have your face-to-face instruction, but you also have online components. And then there are some high schools that have classes offered directly at their school.
CCP courses can satisfy high school graduation requirements. Your school guidance counselor can help students understand the graduation requirements and CCP course substitutions and help you pick your classes. Some high schools may have more requirements for graduation than the state minimum, so always make sure that you're communicating with your guidance counselor that you're on track. So, some eligibility requirements. So like we said earlier in the presentation, a student must be an Ohio resident in grades 7 through 12 and attending a public, community, private, or a homeschool. Students must meet the prereq and co-req requirements for the courses that they are interested in taking. If a student's scores are not college level, other considerations may be considered for the student depending on their exam scores, or if the student has a overall GPA of 3.0 and a recommendation letter from the school. But overall, us as the college, we have the final decision on the student's admission to the college. So some course eligibility rules: students must complete their first 15 credit hours in a level 1 courses, which include transfer courses, courses in IT, computer science, anatomy and physiology, and foreign language, courses that are part of a technical certificate, courses that are part of a 15 or credit hour pathway, courses in study skills, academic or career success, and then after the 15 credit hours are met, students can move on into the level 2 courses. You can find the level 1 course listing on our website or contact your school guidance counselor for that list. So some courses that are not allowed in the CCP program: private applied courses with one-on-one instructors, such as music lessons or an independent study, courses with high fees, study abroad courses, physical education courses, pass-fail graded courses, or remedial courses or religious courses. Some of the academic requirements: so to participate in the CCP program, all students must test college level ready through the ACT, Accuplacer assessment, or even the SAT. Please see the checklist for the qualifying scores in the packet. CCP courses grades will be also factored into the high school and college GPA. So some of those consequences for underperforming: If students were to fail or withdraw often, your future financial aid may be impacted negatively. So when you go to enroll in college after high school, since you've already started that college transcript, and if you were to not perform well, your future financial aid for when you enroll after high school may be impacted. If students perform poorly, they may be placed on CCP Probation or CCP Dismissal, or even on academic probation or dismissal by the college. A student will be placed on CCP Probation if he or she earns less than a cumulative 2.0 GPA in CCP courses or withdraws from 2 courses or more in 1 academic term. This is very rare, but also we need to make sure that you understand the consequences of underperforming. CCP Probation. While on CCP Probation, if the student may only enroll in 1 CCP course for the college term, semester, or quarter. They may not enroll in the college course in the same subject area in which the student previously earned a D, F, or NC grade or equivalent. A little bit about CCP Dismissal. If a student on CCP Probation does not increase their CCP GPA to a 2.0 or above during the probation term, they will be placed on CCP Dismissal. While on the CCP Dismissal, students may not enroll in any College Credit Plus courses. And at the end of the dismissal term, if the student can request or an appeal to be reinstated into the program if they so desire. So a little bit about our application process at Northwest State. Your first step is to get that intent to participate, which is due April 1st, to your guidance counselor. That is the first step to this process, and that is a very hard deadline. So we encourage students that even if you are remotely thinking about the program, that you turn that intent to participate in by April 1st. Your second step is to complete our CCP application on our website. Takes about 10 minutes, and it's filling in your personal information, so then that way we can generate you a student ID number and a student email and get the rest of the process going. Your third step is to complete a CCP consent form and have your guidance counselor submit the consent form and a copy of your high school transcript. The fourth step is to submit ACT scores or take our AccuPlacer assessment. So some deadlines when it comes to all this paperwork. Again, the intent to participate is due April 1st. We would like your Northwest State College Credit Plus application and consent form submitted for the summer term, April 1st. For the fall term, we'd like that in by April 15th, and for the spring term, November 2nd. We would like to have your ACT scores and AccuPlacer assessment done by for the summer term of May 3rd, fall term July 1st, and for spring, December 1st. Note that your high school may have different deadlines. A lot of times guidance counselors want paperwork and things turned in earlier than our deadlines, so please check with them to make sure if their deadlines are different than ours, so then you get all your paperwork turned in a timely manner. A little bit about our summer term, because it is a little bit different than our fall and spring semester. Our summer classes are either 8 or 12-week sessions. It is the same amount of material that will be covered in a 16-week term. It's just cut down a little bit shorter. So our 8-week term, that goes from June 7th to July 30th, and our 12-week term goes from May 24th to August 13th. You can see the summer and fall schedule will be available on March 15th, and then we start registering students for our summer term on March 22nd. So, about the step-by-step review of all of the paperwork that we talked about earlier. So, first up, complete the intent to participate form and the College Credit Plus application and consent form. Submit the consent form and the high school transcript to Northwest State. Schedule your AccuPlacer or ACT if needed. Once you decide that you're going to take a College Credit Plus course and you test into the program, you will then complete our online advising and orientation workshop. All students must take the workshop before registering for classes. Along with, if you are planning to take an online course, you will complete our online learning readiness assessment to make sure you can navigate through our online portal. You will then meet with your school guidance counselor to select classes, and then you can always meet with your College Credit Plus advisor at Northwest State also if needed. If you have any additional questions regarding College Credit Plus, please see the ohiohighered.org website /CCP for additional information. Also, feel free to contact us at Northwest State. Our 2 CCP admissions advisors will be able to answer any of your questions, Nicole Gershuis and Ann Feather. See their emails and direct phone numbers on this slide. Thank you for coming tonight, and please reach out if you have any questions.